Good morning everyone. Today I will teach you the next topic of your same chapter, and the next topic is Skype. Skype is also a type of video conferencing. These days we are having many video conferencing, but Skype was the first type of video conferencing by which we were doing the video telecommunication. Skype gives us the facility of what? Skype is now integrated in OneDrive and can be accessed directly from it. Click on the Skype button to open the Skype pane on the right side of the screen. This enables you to make videos and voice calls to anyone on your Skype contact list. Now it has been collaborated with OneDrive, but previously it was run all alone. Notification. Clicking on this button will open a notification pane on the right side of the screen, which display notification about your files, folders and edited documents. OneDrive settings. By this you can set whatever setting you want to do in your OneDrive option. Then after that, help button. Help button is used to help you out if you stuck in any problem. In that case, help button will figure it out that how you want to come out of this problem. Sorting is used either in ascending order or descending order. If you want to sort your that files, whatever files you have stored, you want to sort it in a particular order, then you can sort it. The sort option on the top right allows you to sort your files and folders on the basis of their name, date, modified and size. Then view. By default, OneDrive displays your folders and files in the form of tiles. However, you can change its view, either the list view or photo view. As you are changing the file view in your computer, you can use it there also. Then search bar. Search bar is used to search your item. Suppose you want to search any item and you want to search any item because you are not able to find it very easily, then you can search it by using search bar. Then the left pane. The left pane of the window allows you to view your files and access the folders such as recent photos, shared and recycle bin, etc. As you are having the features in your computer, the same features you are having in a OneDrive also. Okay, so it is very handy to use also. Okay, the next topic, how you can upload files or folders on OneDrive. You can upload and synchronize the files or folder from your computer to OneDrive. Whenever you move a file to the OneDrive folder, that tile is moved online to the cloud, allowing you to access it later from any computer connected to the internet anywhere at any time. You can upload any of your files, as I am telling by the first class only, that you can upload any file at any time, at any place, and if you want to access, then you can access it also. Now, what is the procedure? To upload a file or folder, click on the upload button, select the files or folder option from the displayed list, locate and select the file or folder you want to upload. The open dialog box, click on the open button. OneDrive takes a few seconds to upload the specified file. The upload file now appears in the files pane in the middle of the web page. So this is the procedure by which you can save your file, you can upload your file. So if you want to upload the file on your OneDrive, then you must have to follow this particular procedure. Now, creating files on OneDrive. How you can create files on OneDrive? If you have OneDrive account, the service allows you to create Word documents, Excel workbooks, PowerPoint presentation and OneNote books via Office mobile apps, OneDrive.com. This is completely free. All you need to do is what? The same procedures are given. You have to follow some procedures. This you can do at your system. Okay, you just create one ID for your own and click on the items. Then after that, the procedures are given in your book. This is your homework also for you all to create one Microsoft account. After that, open OneDrive account. In OneDrive account, you save one file. Then you access it by your another file, another equipment, by which you can easily understand the total mechanism that how this particular uploading and seeing file is being going on. Okay. Then click on the new tab, select the type of document that you want to create from the displayed list of options. A new web page appears containing your document. Use the various tabs and now in this chapter there are only some we are having some more points like sharing files, logging out of OneDrive, Picasa, using Picasa. These two topics are there. Sharing files means as you are sharing the files in your computer by through WhatsApp, Facebook, you are sharing your files, or by email. The same you can do in this one also. These files can be shared at any place at any time. OneDrive provides the facility to share the files and even folder with others without attaching anything. When you share an Office document, give permission to people to edit so that you do not have to send around different copies in email. You can even work together simultaneously, the same document at the same time. There are two ways of sharing in OneDrive. You can share an individual file or a folder containing your files. So this is the steps by which you can share your file, and if you want to share it with your friends, and then if you are having any problem, you ask me in the Google Meet class. Okay. Now, how to logging out of OneDrive? As you are logging out of with Facebook, Gmail, and from anywhere, from everywhere, the same thing you have to do in this one also. To log out, sign out from the drive, click on the My Account button on the top right corner of the web page and select the sign out option. This is the full explanation about the logging out. And here we finished our OneDrive option. OneDrive is the biggest example of cloud computing. So that's why OneDrive has been given as a cloud computing example. Now the Picasa. Picasa is basically used to check out the photos and all. Picasa is a free program from Google that is used to organize, edit and share the digital photographs online. Once a user downloads Picasa, it automatically locates photos on the user's PC and moves them to Picasa. It provides 1 GB free online storage space to store photos. Now there are some features of Picasa. Picasa provides a variety of special effects that can be applied to enhance your photos. It can also be used as a platform to upload and store your digital photographs. When you edit a photo, Picasa creates a new version of the photo and preserves the original copy separately. Picasa lets you create slideshows, photos, collage and videos with your photos. If any of you are having Picasa software in your computer, then you see whenever you are clicking on any photographs, it comes like a slideshow option. Okay, as you are having the slideshows in PowerPoint, in the same manner you are having photos with the help of Picasa. You can organize and tag your photos according to the people in them with Picasa's face grouping technology. Picasa can be easily synchronized with your social media accounts. It also provides online backup for your photos. To download Picasa, visit this and that. So this is the feature of Picasa. Using Picasa, how can you use the Picasa software? Open the Picasa application by double clicking on its icon on the desktop. Once you start Picasa, it scans, means it is given in your book. You can read it once. How you can? Okay. So I think here we have finished our course. If you are having any problem regarding the chapter, you can ask me at any time, at any place. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day. We are having Google Meet class regularly. You can ask any question over there. Okay, bye.